Imagine being 20, flying over the vast ocean, and then suddenly vanishing without a trace. This isn't just a scene from a thriller movie, but the real-life story of Frederick Valentich, a young pilot whose disappearance in 1978 still puzzles the world. What makes his case unique? During his last flight, Valentich reported an encounter with an unidentified flying object. His final moments included a mysterious radio communication filled with confusion and fear, ending with a strange metallic noise before silence took over. Despite extensive searches, neither Valentich nor his aircraft were ever found, leaving an eerie void filled with questions and theories. This mystery not only captivates those with a knack for unsolved tales, but also stirs discussions among UFO enthusiasts and aviation experts alike, trying to piece together the puzzle of the young pilot's sudden disappearance. Frederick Valentich was just your typical 20-year-old with a passion for flying when he decided to undertake a training flight over the Bass Strait, a stretch of water between Australia and Tasmania, on the evening of October 21st, 1978. He wasn't a novice, already boasting about 150 hours of flying under his belt, which for many would mean a moderate level of experience in the air. The flight was supposed to be routine, just another opportunity for Valentich to hone his skills. Yet this particular flight would soon turn into anything but ordinary, marking its place in the annals of aviation mysteries. Valentich set out in his single-engine plane, a Cessna 182L, from Moorabbin Airport in Victoria, aiming for King Island, Tasmania. Little did he know this flight was destined to be his last and would spark decades of discussions and conspiracy theories. The circumstances of Valentich's flight are intriguing, not just because of his disappearance, but because of the events leading up to it. It was an evening that started typically enough for a training exercise, yet ended in a way that no one could have anticipated, leaving more questions than answers in its wake. At 7:06 p.m., on a calm evening over the Bass Strait, pilot Frederick Valentich reached out over his radio to the Melbourne Flight Service with a report that would mark the beginning of an enduring aviation mystery. Valentich described encountering an unidentified aircraft with 4 bright landing lights and a metallic exterior that seemed unlike any conventional craft. His voice, tinged with amazement and anxiety, conveyed his ordeal as he watched the unknown object hover ominously above him. Valentich, evidently unnerved, detailed how the craft started moving toward him, escalating his unease. His communication painted a vivid picture of a close encounter, setting a chilling scene in the vast empty skies. The incident leaves us with haunting questions about what Valentich experienced in his final moments before he vanished without a trace. Frederick Valentich's chilling final moments in the skies were marked by his frantic report of engine trouble, detailing a scenario that would soon morph into one of aviation's great mysteries. His voice crackled over the radio on that eerie evening as he described encountering difficulties with his aircraft's engine, a pointed sign of distress that would be his last communication. The transmission was abruptly severed by a harsh metallic scraping sound, leaving a haunting silence that would linger in the annals of unsolved cases. Following Valentich's last known coordinates over the Bass Strait, a search operation was launched with hopes of quickly locating the young pilot and his plane. Despite extensive efforts that blanketed the area, rescuers turned up empty-handed. No wreckage, no signs of Valentich himself, just the vast, indifferent sea. This lack of conclusive evidence added layers of intrigue and prompted numerous theories over the years, perpetuating the mystery of what truly happened on the 21st of October, 1978. The case remained at a standstill, etching Valentich's name into the lore of unexplained aviation phenomena and leaving more questions than answers about the circumstances leading to his inexplicable disappearance. Despite efforts to unravel the enigma of Frederick Valentich's 1978 disappearance, the Australian Department of Transport's initial probe yielded no concrete answers. The narrative took a compelling twist 5 years later with the unexpected discovery of an engine cowl flap on Flinders Island. Crucially, The serial numbers on this piece matched those of Valentich's aircraft, reigniting interest and speculation in the case. This finding was significant because it was the first tangible evidence linked directly to Valentich's missing plane. However, instead of providing closure, it deepened the mystery by confirming that some wreckage did indeed reach land, or at least close to it. The implications of this discovery led to various new leads and avenues for investigation, with authorities considering multiple scenarios including mechanical failure, controlled ditching, or even an intentional disappearance staged by Valentich himself. Yet with each clue seemingly leading to more questions than answers, the intrigue surrounding Valentich's fate continues to perplex investigators and enthusiasts alike. The piece of wreckage stirred public and media interest anew, prompting a fresh round of debates and theories about what might have really happened on that day over the Bass Strait. Frederick Valentich, a young pilot passionate about UFOs, found himself at the center of one of aviation's most puzzling mysteries following his disappearance in 1978. A fervent believer in unidentified flying objects, Valentich was well known among his peers for his interest in alien craft, often engaging in discussions about potential extraterrestrial activities. This pre-existing intrigue sets a compelling backdrop for considering the various theories that have emerged regarding his fate that night over the Bass Strait. Intriguingly, some UFO enthusiasts lean heavily towards the idea that Valentich encountered an otherworldly craft. Their beliefs are bolstered by reports of an unidentified aircraft with bright lights and a shiny exterior that Valentich described during his final radio communications. Moreover, the Ground Saucer Watch, a group dedicated to investigating UFO sightings alongside the Victorian UFO Action Group, have contributed to the discourse by providing analyses and theories that align with the idea of a UFO encounter. These perspectives gain some credence from a series of photographs taken in the area on the night of Valentich's disappearance, showing what some believe to be unusual aerial phenomena. Additionally, there is a smattering of eyewitness accounts from the same evening, describing odd lights and unusual aircraft movements, further fueling speculation. Nevertheless, it is vital to note that these theories and accounts lead to more questions than answers, maintaining a shroud of mystery around what truly happened to Valentich. His tale serves not only as a significant point of discussion within the UFO community, but also as a perplexing case study in aviation history. In wrapping up the enigma of Frederick Valentich's disappearance, we look back at the chilling events of October 21, 1978, when Valentich vanished over the Bass Strait under mysterious circumstances. Despite extensive search efforts and an exhaustive investigation, no definitive evidence has emerged, leaving the fate of the young pilot an unresolved puzzle. The incident has captured the imagination of millions around the world, partly because of Valentich's own belief in UFOs and the peculiar details he described during his final radio transmission. This baffling case prompts more questions than answers. Was it simply an accident or something more otherworldly? As intriguing as the various theories are, none provide a conclusive explanation, adding layers to the mystery and fueling ongoing debates and speculations. We invite you to delve into this perplexing case and share your views. Do you think Frederick Valentich encountered a UFO? Or are there other plausible explanations? Your insights are incredibly valuable, and we encourage you to comment below with your thoughts on this enduring aviation mystery. Don't forget to subscribe and join us as we explore more mystifying stories and unexplained phenomena in future videos. Together, we can continue to unravel these enigmatic events and maybe one day come closer to understanding what really happened to Frederick Valentich.